Hello everyone, I'm Carthu and welcome back to the dojo. Today we are going to have a nice, short, to-the-point video discussing the latest batch of Dragon Ball Super episode summaries, or, as I should say, episode summary. You see, we only got one summary and it's for the episode after this week's episode, so, we got a week extra to wait, but it's pretty interesting overall in my opinion. So, as usual, if you do not like spoilers, you think episode summaries are spoilers, and in some cases they are, then please click away from this video. I just posted a video yesterday that is not spoiler-based at all, and it's entirely about Jiren and what he said about 2 episodes ago. So, go watch that, enjoy that, watch some other videos that I've made. This one might not be the one for you if you don't like spoilers. Without further ado, let's get into it. Dragon Ball Super, episode 126. Surpass even a god. Vegeta's life-risking blow. Vegeta battles the god of destruction Toppo. The cornered Toppo starts using his true power as a candidate of god of destruction. He and Jiren attack Vegeta. However, Vegeta faces off against Jiren with a non-stop full-power attack. Who will be the victor? 17 and Frieza this week, in dire straits. 17 and Frieza try to defeat Toppo, 17 by using rocks to attack, and Frieza by using his psychic powers. However, both are felled by Toppo's counterattack. Okay, wow. So the things to talk about here, obviously, are that Jiren feels okay with Toppo getting involved with his fight against Vegeta. Please recall that when Jiren was fighting against, Ultra Instinct Goku, Jiren was like, I got this, stay back, and Toppo's like, okay, I guess I'm not needed. But now, Jiren's like, yeah, please help. So maybe we're seeing some of the power gap close between Vegeta and, Jiren. Maybe. Now, does that mean Vegeta's gonna beat Jiren? Probably not. Does it mean he'll do some damage? Hopefully. I think Vegeta's life-risking blow will be him dealing a decent amount of damage to Jiren. We also have 17 and Frieza here in dire straits versus Toppo. Makes perfect sense to me. They are both Super Saiyan Blue level fighters, and Toppo, if he's God of Destruction level, it was above that. And we've seen him go above regular Super Saiyan Blue level Goku before. Now, you could argue 17 is somewhere above Super Saiyan Blue Goku because he was holding back during their fight, but really it's just a matter of 17 and Frieza being weaker than Toppo, thus being weaker than God of Destruction tier, which makes perfect sense in power scaling. Does this mean, however, that they will be, knocked out of the tournament? I don't think it really says that. I think it says they get knocked down or they get, struck down, but it's not really they get, decimated or anything. It's weird that they say, 17's using rocks. I mean, I hope they do that better in the show than the way this sounds here. And Frieza using his psychic powers, which is a weird way to put it because we know that it's not really psychic powers, it's just Frieza uses ki to, make things float and, fly and things like that. Same thing, that Goku did with the, water and the, things like that. Ki can be used to make things float. How do you think people fly? So yeah, it's not really psychic powers, it's just ki manipulation. So don't read too much into that, guys. More interestingly, though, is we don't see a single shred of information about Goku. What's going on with him? Well, something happened in episode 125. The big thing to speculate here is Goku getting hurt severely in episode 125 and Vegeta's taking over the fight while Goku is just sitting there, wallowing. Basically similar to the way Vegeta was after his big episode. It's very possible, and it's very possible this will be the prelude to Ultra Instinct, and also it might be the prelude to something terrible will happen. Will the something terrible happening be that Toppo and Jiren knock out Vegeta, Frieza, and, 17? Will that be the something terrible? Will their universe be down to one fighter left? And that fighter being critically injured somehow in episode perhaps 125 or maybe early in 126. It's very interesting to think about. Just remember, it's very possibly not going to happen, but it's very possible that it does at the same time. I'm actually really interested to see what's going on with Goku in episode 126, and I guess by proxy, 125. Now, it is possible that 17, Frieza, and Vegeta, don't get knocked out for like 4 more episodes or something. Yeah, I mean, it is, but I think they're trying to wrap up the tournament in the next few episodes. That way they have a couple of episodes to wrap up the series. Remember, Dragon Ball Super is, at the very least, going on hiatus, but for right now, it's basically considered an ending, so they need some way to wrap everything up. And usually Japanese TV shows are pretty good about giving themselves a way to do that and make it make sense. So, I'm not expecting this to end, unsatisfactory or, right before the wish is made on the Super Dragon Balls or something. No, I think we'll get a certain kind of ending. Now, will we get a BS ending? Maybe, and maybe it'll just, screw everything over. I've heard some people say, Jiren will wish that the gods of destruction never existed, right? So, you're basically wishing that Super never happened, right? You're just hitting the reset button on Super. And if Super never happens, then does, the Omni King still destroy the universes? Because he was planning to do it in the first place, right? Even regardless of gods of destruction or not, right? It's very hard to tell, and it's a weird way to end the series, and I think a lot of people like that ending, though I don't, because it would just make all the progress we've made null and void, and now we're back to, just being right out of the Buu Saga in levels of strength and in transformations. We'd lose Ultra Instinct, we'd lose Blue, we'd lose God, we'd lose everything, and it'd be kind of a shame, really, a waste, if you ask me. Now, wishing back all the universes, I hope that the Super Dragon Balls, have a limitation that doesn't allow them to do that. It's possible that they will have the power to do it, but, whatever. I'm sort of getting off track here talking about the end of the series, though. Basically, just know that Vegeta is going to be fighting Jiren and Toppo, but really focusing on Jiren, so it's possible that this will be the episode that shows that Vegeta's new form is above God of Destruction level, which is a good thing. We want it to be. He's brushing off Toppo and he's just going after Jiren. That'd be cool. Where 17 Frieza, who aren't God of Destruction level, they're below it, are struggling against Toppo, which makes perfect sense to me. This has the potential to be a very interesting episode, and as we get closer to the climax, I'm hoping that this final fighting episode, is beyond amazing. Seriously, you gotta end the series on a high. I'm really hoping they're able to pull it out of the bag. I'm hoping they didn't use all their good animation and their good, time management in the middle instead of the end. I feel like you want a better ending than a better, midsection. But that could just be me. Anyway, guys, these are the spoilers for episode 126. Nothing too crazy, I'd say. Nothing too unexpected. Everything seems in line with what should be happening to these characters, based on how strong they are, and based on our, already created power scales of these characters. That's just my opinion, though. So what do you guys think? Leave your opinions and counterpoints in the comments down below, and subscribe if you want more Dragon Ball videos. But for now, video!